Never Have I Ever, Failure, and Big Goals. Do you remember the game Never Have I Ever? The players stand or sit in a circle. One player begins the game by saying a simple thing that they've never done. Never have I ever done an ice plunge. Anyone who has done an ice plunge must put a finger down. And the winner is the last person with one of their fingers up. Here's the interesting thing about this game. It creates an internal battle for the contestants who have to decide between playing small and playing big. If you play small, you'll stay safe with what you disclose publicly. To win, you have to play big with what you declare and risk the perceptions of what might look good or bad, and ultimately, what will people think of me? What will they say about me? Believe me, this game gets real, and it gets real quick when libations are involved. Now, you may be thinking, what does this have to do with big goals? Here's the correlation. Most people experience some level of difficulty when it comes to thinking about, setting, and then declaring big goals. What causes this, and where does it come from? Let's get clear on two different types of goals. There are big goals and small goals. For most, particularly when it comes to big goals, the difficulty in setting, believing in, and declaring big goals comes from a false perception that many believe. Oh sure, I can set and declare small goals easily. I'm gonna brush my teeth twice a day, drink 2 glasses of water every morning. Listen, those are good goals, just not very big, right? When it comes to big goals, I'm talking life-changing, dream-creating aspirations that create a new world for you and those you love. There's something in us that says, whoa, be careful. What if it doesn't work out? What if it doesn't happen? What if you fail? If you're concerned, worried, or even afraid of failure, then I'm gonna attack a false perception and I'm gonna say something counterintuitive to you. Hallelujah. Thank you for being someone who cares. Thank you for having an internal thermostat pointed at accountability. I appreciate that it matters to you that you accomplish what you set out to do, because unfortunately, there are those out there who don't. They're out there wrecking people's businesses, relationships, lives, and dreams, and they don't care. The fact that you care about doing a good job, you want to succeed, you want to do your best, the fact that success and failure matters to you is a gift. Now, let's call a quick timeout, huddle up, and be honest with each other. Is there something happening on your end that could be messing you up? Because while you do care, what is blocking you from creating the progress you care so deeply about? For most, it is fear. Okay, I get it. Fear of failure does make sense at some level. Now, I ask you, should it? Should fear of failure make sense? Is fear of failure in our best interests? Are you thinking about failure correctly? See, lots of people think that if they fail at a task or goal or something new that they're working on creating, then it will bring them to disaster, to cataclysmic ruin. Please do not feel shame or guilt related to this. It is hardwired into our prehistoric psyche. And for a period of history, it actually helped us. If you miss that shot, the saber-toothed tiger might eat you. While we do not live in that world anymore, our brain is still hardwired for it. If we're not careful, this fear can cause our thoughts to go on a self-destructive loop, playing failure, resulting in cataclysmic disaster over and over. Left unchecked, it prevents you not only from doing your best, it has the potential to prevent you from continuing on. Fear of an unknown future is faith that something bad will happen, instead of confidence and peace, which is faith that something good will happen. Now, what do you believe that does for your future and the future of those you love? Of course, we all know the answer. So, how do you fix it? As one thinketh. See, your mind will move toward what it is most familiar with. Do you have any idea how many times you failed to walk before you actually walked? How many words you failed miserably to say before you spoke your first basic sentence? How many failed scribbles on a sheet of paper you made before you wrote your first letter? It was thousands all combined. Is this making sense? Failing at something does not make you a failure. Failing at something does not make your life a ruin. I am asking you to abandon a false and negative view of failure and reignite the view of failure you had when you first started out on this planet. Why? Because what is actually on the other side of failure is not disaster. It's not ruin. It's improvement. It's the accomplishment of the goal, the prize, the victory, the W. Think about failing at something as a repetition during which you learn how to do that thing better. When you adopt that mindset about failure, you'll remove the negative emotions that block your cognitive ability to fully learn what went wrong on that rep. What happened during that failure? See, life is actually just one rep after another. When I played football, we would practice for 2 to 3 hours. Then we would watch the film of that practice and look in depth, yes, at what went right, and more importantly, we would correct what we did wrong. We took intentional time, studied the reps, and constantly corrected our failures. See, there's levels. There's a lookout block. That's when you whiff completely and yell, "Look out" to the quarterback, because there is a big, strong man with bad intentions headed that quarterback's way. Then there's a block where you take a great set, you square up, you drive your hands hard into the chest of the defender, and it takes that defender 4 to 5 seconds to get away from you. They still got away, and the quarterback threw the ball away before he got away, so the play was a success. Here's the point. No one achieves perfection. So be not just okay, be good with failure. Be good with failing forward as you move from unskilled to skilled and then into mastery. If you're not currently failing at something, then what are you getting better at? What are you improving on? Put what others may say or think about you out of your mind, because the fact is this: just like in the game Never Have I Ever, you have no shot of winning if you play small. Be fearless, think big, and set big goals. Why? Because when you think big, set big goals, pursue them with all your heart, and embrace failure as a vital part of the path to success, when you do this, you will sail right by small goals and those who are still thinking small. And you will sail right into accomplishing the big goals, the life of achievement, and the legacy-altering dreams that you were created for. Crush it. We're stronger together.